welcome to, what are we calling this? Question and answer time, whatever, who cares? So I just read them, right? And then my answers, it doesn't matter. Which seems like it should matter. All right, fine. User Amos asks, Ginger or Marianne? Well, that's a tough one, as I am a married man, but what the hell. Ginger has the glamour, of course, but I get the sense Marianne knows a way around the bean pole, if you catch my drift. She's got those crazy eyes. You can always tell by the eyes. Final answer, Marianne. My Willow Memes asks, what's another word for pirate treasure? Loot, or swag, or doubloons, or pieces of 8. Or were you expecting me to say another word? I know what you're up to, young man, and you can keep your filthy thoughts to yourself.
Got him! Got him!
Trey asks, why am I so grumpy? Go to hell, Trey. Why don't you mind your own goddamn business? C.Y. Slutherden writes, what is just the right amount of government? Well, that is actually a very intelligent question, young man. While there is no exact magical formula, as a general rule, I would suggest just enough government to provide basic protections for individual rights, including courts of law and a small, tightly controlled police force. At the national level, maintaining an army and navy, safeguarding the border, facilitating foreign trade and, optionally, foreign immigration. At the municipal or local level, providing general infrastructure improvements such as roads, canals, bridges, sewer and freshwater systems. And most everything else should fall outside the remit of government. Like, education.
You need to get out.
I actually don't.
All right.
Professional licensure, safety standards, charitable works, pension programs, etc., etc. Thank you. That was a very good question. Thank you very much. Lord Woodstone writes, what should Sun Yat-Sen have done to neuter Yang Janjing and his followers, besides outright neutering them? Also, how accurate are the Vladimirov diaries? I know about all those things, of course, but if you want the answers, you'll have to watch the sensational upcoming second part of my most recent lecture series, which should be out soon. Mr. Tate writes, is it true that Revolting French is both historically and hygienically accurate? I'm not sure what you're asking here, but yes. Johnny Danger asks, who is your favorite president? Well, obviously this impressive slab of stalwart masculinity. But aside from that, I'm sorry to tell you that most U.S. presidents have been mediocre to bad at best. I greatly admire Lincoln, of course, but in a sense, he wasn't really a president at all. More like a temporary dictator during the worst crisis this country has ever faced. We are very lucky we got a Lincoln and not a Caesar. We are also very lucky we got a Washington and not a Napoleon. Coolidge is underrated, Teddy is overrated, FDR put us on the path to financial ruin, and Ronald Reagan makes me hard as a rock. Josh13 writes, is it gay for a guy to say good morning to another guy? Well, I think it depends. I mean, if it's during a business meeting or something, then I suppose that's fine. But if you wake up in bed next to another man, his strong yet gentle arms wrapped snugly around your waist, maybe one hand tenderly caressing your thigh as he whispers softly in your ear, it'll be all right, it'll be all right, then yes, I think you might have that particular disorder. Philadelphia Terror writes, do you think it's possible for the average American man to handle the amount of alcohol that George Washington and his guests drank during his farewell party in 1787? Absolutely not. We're lightweights in comparison. Also, you misspelled farewell. Work on that. Gracie asks, one-way ticket you must take back to the past. Where would you go? Well, young lady, I'm very pleased you asked that. There are so many places it's hard to choose just one. Ancient Athens, right around the Battle of Marathon. That was a man's world then, I tell you. Ancient Rome, maybe right after the Second Punic War. Philadelphia in 1776, of course, obviously. Also New York City, or Chicago, or New Orleans in the 1920s. That would have been fun, so long as I could avoid contracting any venereal diseases. DB writes, do you have your head up your ass? Red Cliff is a great film. Also, why did you wuss out on the profanity? Go fuck yourself, DB, first of all. Second, Red Cliff sucks my... That was a terrible film. The story was grossly dumbed down, the acting was wooden and uninspired, and the battles felt overly staged and choreographed. The end product was such a stinking, disappointing mess, I threw my VHS copy into the trash and have never once regretted it. All right, one more. I haven't got all day. Not Sherlock asks, should we repeal the 19th Amendment? Repeal the 19th Amendment. No comment. All right, class, that's enough for today. You can all go home now. Thank you for watching. Please visit our internet televisional channel for further video lectures and other essays featuring scantily clad women. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, whatever that means, and also subscribe to the aforesaid channel. Now available at the low, one-time only price of absolutely and completely free. Thank you again, and good night.